In this video, we're going to be creating searchable PDFs from a hidden page on our Bubble app. So you can see that just by clicking a button, we can start generating a PDF. Then once the PDF is generated, what we can do is search for whatever word we want. And it automatically highlights it and finds all the words. So to get yourself started, what you're going to do is create a new page in your Bubble editor. The end user is not going to end up seeing this page at all, so it's really just for you to design the PDF and then generate the PDF based solely on this page. They're going to click a button on a completely different page in order to see it. So in order to do this, you need to head on over to DocuPotion and create an account. DocuPotion was built specifically for creating PDFs in Bubble. The second part that you need to do is install the plugin in your Bubble editor. Then from there, you're going to generate a new access token in the My Account section of the DocuPotion dashboard and copy and paste it into here. From there, we're going to head over to the page where we want users to be able to click the button to create a searchable PDF. We're going to start by adding a new workflow in. And then the first step we're going to do is we're going to actually create a new record. So create a new thing, and in this case it's going to be a report, because we know we want to attach the PDF that we're creating to a specific item in our database. In this case we've called it report. Then from there we can go to create PDF, and we have to fill in some details here in order to connect things together. So the first one we're going to do is our website home URL. And so there is a variable for this, which is very handy. And then what we need to do is we need to add in our specific page name. So for us, in our case, the page we're using for this PDF is test report. So we're going to go here, report. So we're just going to type in test report in here. And then we can name the file whatever we would like it to be. Of course, dynamically, you can do that too. And then the next thing is we're going to need to add our identifier. So this is going to be the unique ID of the report we just created, just like so. The last one is going to be our callback URL. So this is how the PDF is going to get back into our database. So in order to construct that, we need to go in and create a backend workflow. It's going to be a new API workflow, and we're going to call it get PDF. So you're going to expose this as a public workflow, and you're also going to allow it to be run without authentication. Then we're going to add two new parameters in here, both ID and then link. So the ID is going to be the ID for the report, and then the link is going to be the actual link for the report. And then we're going to make changes to a thing, and that thing is going to be a report that we search for, where the unique ID is equal to the ID in our workflow. And then we're going to just make sure we're grabbing the first item. Then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to say the link is going to be the link that's sent back in our API workflow. Then, if we go back to our initial page where we have our searchable button, then what we need to do is update our callback URL. So if we go to and add our home URL in there, and then the next part of this URL is actually going to come from our API settings. And then what we need to do is copy API/1.1/workflow. So this is 1.1 is the version number. Maybe that'll change in the future. And then we can paste that in there. And then the next part of our workflow is the name of the backend workflow that we created. So it was get PDF. So you can just double check that it's exactly the same as you have it in here. And then from there, that will actually create the PDF for us in our workflow. So let's take a look. Click our button, it'll generate the PDF. We didn't tell it to do anything else yet, but let's go take a look and see it's created our PDF here for us. So then what we want to do is make it a little bit more user-friendly. So what we're going to do is we're going to redirect the user to a new page or to that page URL, but we need to make sure that happens after the PDF is created. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a custom event that's going to go to an external page, and that external page is actually going to be the link from the specific record. The parameter that we're going to add in is report and that's going to be the specific report that we created. And now that we have that parameter, we can add it into this widget dynamically under report and then link. So in order to trigger this custom workflow here, what we need to do is trigger, and then we have these different options here. We need to trigger this custom event when data changes. So the thing that we're going to watch is the new record that we just created, and then the field we want to watch is this link. The reason here is because in the backend it's going to update the link, we don't want to send the user or try to send the user to the PDF page link before the PDF page link is ready to go. So we're just going to watch it here, and then that will then trigger this custom workflow and everything will work smoothly. We do want to add in one more thing though. We do have this loading screen so that you can see it's generating your PDF, because sometimes it takes a few moments to get done. We want to tell the user that something is happening. So at the very beginning of our first workflow, what we're going to do is add a new element that is just going to show our loading screen. Drag that right to the beginning. And then once our PDF has been generated, we are going to hide our loading screen, just like so. Need to make sure that we're directing users to a different website as the last action here. All right, let's give it a test and see what that looks like. Perfect. Looks like it's sent us over to our page and our fully searchable PDF. Of course, if you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment below. We're happy to help.